Today we're going to be building LEGO Star Wars Mechs, Boba Fett Mech, the Darth Vader Mech, the Stormtrooper Mech, and then the newest one released this year, the Luke Skywalker X-Wing Mech. These are all pretty cool sets. I've always wanted to build one of these. They run for about $15 or $16. So we're going to build all four of these mechs, and then at the end we're going to give them a comparison and see which one I think is the best one to the worst one. So let's get started. So these are the 4 Star Wars mechs that we have finished. Again, they range anywhere from about 135 pieces to 200 pieces. And 3 of these, the Boba Fett, the Stormtrooper, and the Darth Vader, were all released in 2023. And then this Luke Skywalker one was released just earlier this month. So as you saw from the build, with only 100 and on average about 150 pieces each, the build is extremely similar among all of these. Basically, you build the body, the legs, the arms, and then there's any weapons involved. They all come with one minifigure, obviously, that fits inside of the mech itself, which I didn't realize that. I thought at first when I saw the outside of the box or saw the sets, I thought that maybe it was like sort of built into the mech itself, but you get at least one minifigure out of each of these. Each of these sets has moving legs as well as moving arms. You can kind of move these around. Just have to be careful how you work these up. 3 of these mechs have guns. So the Boba Fett, the Luke Skywalker, and the Stormtrooper have guns that all fire the little round plates or the tiles from the front of the gun, as you see in other Star Wars sets. And then the Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader obviously have 2 lightsabers each. So this one is the smaller one and the bigger one, and then Luke Skywalker has the bigger one, and then there's a small one in the back of his case here. I think they're all retailing for about $15-16 a piece, and they were fun to build. I built all 4. I mean, obviously building 4 of them in a row is pretty repetitive, and you get kind of used to the build. But I think among all 4 of these, the Luke Skywalker was probably one of my favorites. It has the most pieces. I think it does have a kind of, we've seen Luke Skywalker minifigures before, but I think that's another cool one. But he comes with not only with a gun and 2 lightsabers, his pack has the X-Wing starfighter as attached to it as well, and that is unique to all of them, and I think that's why it's kind of attractive to this year's release. The other 3 pretty much, again, they're all pretty much the same. So that would be my favorite, the X-Wing starfighter Luke Skywalker one. The second one, I think that'd be my favorite, probably would be the Darth Vader. I'm a little partial to Darth Vader, but I think that one looks really cool with the black. And again, I always like the minifigure that comes with Darth Vader sets. My third one would be the Stormtrooper one. I think that's really, really a cool one as well. And then the 4th one will be the Boba Fett one. I do think that this Boba Fett one is smaller than the other 3, and it just seems, I know it doesn't have it only has about 150 pieces, which isn't the least amount of pieces, but it just seems smaller than the other mechs. I think these ones are bigger, they're wider, taller than the others, and this one is, I don't know, there's nothing special about this one. I do think that these are kind of aligned with a little bit, if you think about the helmet sets, how popular the helmet line has been. They've made helmets of all 4 of these sets. So there was the Darth Vader was released, the Stormtrooper, the Boba Fett, and then the Luke Skywalker. So I think these kind of were originated from that design. And to me, the Darth Vader one is the most favorite one. Then there's the Stormtrooper. The Boba Fett, I built the Boba Fett. I didn't think it was really that good of a helmet. And then the Luke Skywalker one was pretty good as well. I think with these mechs, the idea is you can kind of build sort of like a mech army. I know there's only 4 of these now, but you could essentially buy a lot of these and even build your own mocks, or build multiples of these and create your own sort of mock army design or layout here. And that's one of the things I think that makes these compatible. I know they have a lot of other mechs from other LEGO franchises that have become more popular in the last year or 2. But obviously these, I think, are kind of iconic being in Star Wars. I do think, however, that some of these sets are actually planned to retire not this one, but maybe one or two of these three are planned to retire at the end of the year. We'll see. But if you're a fan of LEGO Star Wars, I mean, again, like I said, they're, about $15 a piece. You can pick them up on Amazon is where I got them. They're fun to build. They're good to display. I had fun building them, so there's really no harm in picking these up if you're a fan of either the minifigures, building clone armies, Star Wars armies, or even mech armies. I think that they would fit really well in any of those layouts or designs. So if you could let me know what you think in the comments. If you've built any of these, or if you have, what would you say is your favorite of all four of these? Maybe you haven't picked up the Luke Skywalker one yet, but again, I think that's my favorite, so I would recommend that. But let me know in the comments what you think. Which one is your favorite, or which one did you enjoy building the most? And as always, if you like this video, I'd appreciate you clicking on like and subscribe. And I appreciate your support, and thanks again for watching.